Hi everyone, my name is Jade Calver. I own and operate Calver Immigration Consulting Inc. We're a full-service immigration firm located in Ontario, Canada. Today I'll be talking about the OINP, or the Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program, and how it can help you to obtain permanent residency in Canada. So the OINP is the PNP, so the Provincial Nominee Program that exists in Ontario. So federally, we see most applicants apply for permanent residency. However, the provinces have their own jurisdiction over the immigrants that it chooses to settle in their provinces. So today I'll be talking about a few changes that we've seen recently to the Ontario PNP and some of the important tips you should know as of March 2022 when preparing an application. So at the moment, the federal government has paused the express entry rounds of invitation until at least mid-2022. So, as such, the regular stream, so the Federal Skilled Worker Program, the Canadian Experience class, these applications, for the most part, have been paused, which leaves a lot of people in limbo when it comes to their permanent residency planning. We're seeing a lot of applicants go through the various provincial nominee streams, and therefore the Ontario Nominee Program is a great way to help you obtain permanent residency. So as of last year, the province introduced an expression of interest points-based system. Why this happened was that previously it would just accept applications on a first-come, first-served basis. And we all know how those programs worked. It's impossible to submit an application on time, and applicants weren't really getting a fair shot at the different streams. So what happens now is that you create an online expression of interest, so a profile, you're given a certain amount of points, and then Ontario knows that you want to immigrate to the province, and then it will issue rounds of invitation to those who qualify for its different programs who are in the pool. So I'll just run through a few of the programs. Again, each case will be specific, but I think the most important thing to note here is that the expression of interest is not an actual immigration application itself. It's just saying to Ontario, I qualify for this program and I would like to qualify. I think the most important disclaimer here at the moment is that most applicants, and this is with an asterisk, but most applicants, given how Ontario scores applicants, they give you points for work in Ontario. And so if you're not in Canada at the moment, even if you qualify for one of these programs, you'll likely have to have some work experience in Ontario. So what it means is that it's a really great program for those who have already been in Canada for a little while and are having trouble, if express entry doesn't do any rounds of invitation for a little bit and your status is expiring, or even if the federal government resumes those invitations to apply for express entry and your points are too low for express entry, the Ontario PNP program is a really great alternative to ensuring that you're going to get permanent residency in Canada. So without further ado, I'll run through some of the programs and just explain who they're good for. So first we have the employer job offer program. So that's the foreign worker stream. So under this application, you need to have a job offer in Ontario. The employer has to be a larger employer. So revenue needs to be $1 million plus, and they have to have at least 5 employees. And you have to have 2 years of relevant experience in that same occupation code. But it's a great way for those who maybe have lower education or low language levels and they're not going to qualify for express entry. We like to use this program. There's also the international student stream. So those who have graduated from a program of 2 years or longer in Ontario and who have a job offer can apply for the international student stream, which is a great option if your language is too low for express entry, or if you want to try to get permanent residency a little bit quickly. Maybe you're just trying to get permanent residency a little bit more quickly. There are great options through this program for you. The in-demand skills stream. So these are specific occupation codes similar to the foreign worker stream. This is where the provincial government, under certain occupation codes, you can apply. If you have a certain amount of work experience, you can apply under that stream. The master's stream and the PhD graduate stream are for those who graduate from master's programs or PhD programs in the province. It is essentially a way to attract those provincial graduates to get permanent residency and stay. And then lastly, we also have the entrepreneur stream in Ontario. It's a little bit different than the other programs that it uses its own expression of interest and point system, but it's a great way for self-employed people to qualify through the Ontario PNP. So in sum, the OINP is a great way for those of you to have as a second option for your permanent residency planning. We filed a few PNP applications through this stream in the last few months, just because we've seen that the federal government is not inviting those to apply, and we have candidates whose status is expiring in 2022. So you can submit an expression of interest, secure that nomination, and then apply for permanent residency. If you have any questions about the Ontario PNP program, please get in touch. We're online at calverimmigrationservices.com.